Good morning, Grass Elementary.
This is Anthony Barasevich.
And Jack Lover with your Bulldog broadcast.
Today is
Friday, October 20th.
Today is day one of our special subject schedule.
Happy birthday to
Victoria Chamberlain, Theo Falkman, and Adeline Pete.
We hope you have a great birthday weekend.
Miss Gross is packing and sending all Square One fundraiser. Our artists should receive their catalogs in a couple weeks along with their free stickers. Can't wait to see them.
On Fridays, we give shout-outs to students and teachers that go above and beyond. Let's go to Donatello and Jules for our weekly shout-outs.
This is Donatello Hicks
and Juliet Priebus with your weekly shout-outs.
Shout out to Brody Bro in AM Kindergarten for picking up a friend's lunchbox when he dropped it.
Shout out to Danny Moyer in AM Kindergarten for always helping his classmates with whatever they need.
Shout out to Jason Wright and Mrs. Willett's class for being a quiet example during the fire drill from Timmy Daly.
Shout out to Kelsey Brown and Miss Tomlinson's class for always being ready to learn from Miss Tomlinson.
Shout out to Paisley Tarsowich in Mrs. Tomlinson's class for always jumping in to fill a need. Help a friend throw trash away, whatever it might be, from Mrs. Tomlinson.
Shout out to Caden Pulaski and Bowden Hollencock in PM Kindergarten for keeping our classrooms so clear at the end of each day.
Shout out to Jennifer, Lydia, and Owen from Miss Sievert's class for always staying to help put up chairs. Thank you for always being so helpful.
Shout out to Brody Frankenfield from Miss Willett's class for helping me put away my iPad from Marin Spear.
Shout out to Evan Dallas from Mrs. Jones' class for volunteering to help a classmate seat the bistro.
Shout out to Chezzy Cicerio in Miss Jardine's class for helping show our new students the routines and materials around the classroom.
Shout out to Jason Wright, Danica Kreluza, and Grady Lattermitch from Mrs. Willett's class for always modeling positive behavior in the classroom. Wow.
Shout out to Joseph Ferry and Benjamin Burke from Miss Willett's class for always helping to get the classroom ready in the morning.
Shout out to Harrison Clymer in Mrs. Knowles' class for holding the door for the second graders coming in from recess from Addison Pilardi.
Shout out to James Betson in Miss Jardine's class for helping another student organize their binder when papers fell out.
Shout out to Sakai Valsquez in third grade for holding the library door open for the kindergarten class when they were leaving. Way to be a good example for the younger students.
Shout out to Harrison Clymer in Miss Knowles' class for helping clean up the bistro at the end of lunch.
Shout out to Audrey Leatherman for letting a friend pass out her stack of paper.
Shout out to Skylar Vasquez and Aiden McCrudden in Miss Jardine's class. Thanks for picking up a chair that fell at the end of the day.
Shout out to second grade for being positive role models during the fire drill. Keep up the great work there, second grade.
Shout out to Cole Polkowski in Miss Willett's class for helping clean up the classroom at the end of the day.
Shout out to Aaliyah in Miss Salito's class for working hard to follow directions this week.
Shout out to Austin in Miss Salito's class for showing kindness to his classmates.
Shout out to Alex Burke from Mrs. Bennett's class for always being helpful and kind.
Great job, students. Remember, you can send a shout out to anyone who's going above and beyond. Just let your teacher know.
Now back to our main studio. Yeah.
Great job, students.
Let's go to Miss Poor now for her daily message.
Grass Bulldogs, are you fabulous?
Yes, Miss Plord, we are fabulous.
We certainly are fabulous today and every day.
Yes, Miss Plord, we are fabulous.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Bulldog Broadcast.
We show our best cares behavior in the classroom, in the bistro, on the playground, on the bus, and at home.
Let's all do our part to make this a cares kind of day because the Bulldog always cares.
Have a great Cares Day, Grass Elementary, because at JM Grass,
we shine from within.